Sensory tools for meditation 67. My cat Peter laying flat on his back.
I got no reason to be sad.
At 35 you realize that you are not your body. At age 45 you realize you are not your mind. At 65 you realize that you are consciousness. That has never aged and is separate. Osho on the topic of death. Those who have known death from inside lose all fear of death. One is afraid of death because they are afraid of losing their ego. What will happen to your ego, your personality? And you have cultivated the personality with such care, with such great effort. You have polished it your whole life, and death will come and destroy it. Osho on the topic of death. Therefore, the more you reduce your personality, the less worried you are about death. Osho, there is no death because the heartbeat breathing is not the consciousness awareness. People's consciousnesses is the only world where true communism exists. They all have equal qualities, and they don't have anything that can be lost or taken away. Those who have known the being, and it is not necessary for it that you should die and then you know. You can just go inside. That's what I call meditation. Just go inside and find out what is your center, and at your center there is no thought, no mind, no heart, no body. And still you are. When I visited Paris for the first time, they had created an artificial beach in front of the
Hôtel de Ville.
There was sea sand, very smooth, and we walked on it without shoes. It felt great. The facade of the building was lit at night and people were playing volleyball on the sand. You must see opening to the unknown future as something thrilling, rather than a threat. Joy means accepting that no feeling is final. Life will humble us with failure. This is the spiritual journey. I don't need to conquer anything to be happy. I need to accept my existence as it is. Remember, the child you was happy, therefore your existence is happy. Listening to
هایده و همیرا در میدان تجویش.
Listening to the Persian violins from the 70s. I get flashbacks to Bazaar in Tehran and a feeling of being present. Back when I was 7 years old, if I was at the bazaar, I was there fully. My mind would not be elsewhere. Listening to big
بگو چرا تنهام گذاشتی از گوگوش در میدان تجویش.
Late 60s you get transformed to Maidan Tradrish, and you imagine an unscary simple life. Patience is to develop courage. Courage not to rage out. Interacting and being around other people is good because you leave your little world, you expand. You see others have bigger issues, like children and problems related to that. 3-step quick meditation. 1. How am I? Part A. What thoughts I have? I am screwed. I won't find work. Part B. What emotions I have? Fear. Part C. What physical sensations do I have? Head is tight. Shoulders are tight. Step 2. Focus your attention on your breathing and stop thinking. Watch the walls of your abdomen and lungs expand with air going in. Let thoughts pass. Step 3. Amplify, breath to each part of your body. Breath to your shoulders, direct air to your abdomen, direct air to your heart, to your liver. When you exhale, tell yourself, everything is okay. Whatever there is, it is here and I am going to feel it. Feel grateful for what is going right. Tell yourself, there is a higher energy that is going to be supportive of me. Winter in 1987 in El Rastro Flea Market in Madrid. 45 RPMs like a keen lamporta by Alaska hanging with a pin from a string in the stands. Palma de Mallorca and Peguera playing with arcade games Atari in 1983. There was an African friend that would invite me. That huge strange house in downtown Tehran that had a huge garden forest that belonged to friends of my parents. I think of it as if it could have been the home of someone like Vigan the singer. Hearing the female echoed backing vocals of Feel So Real by Steve Arrington in a discotheque in the summer of 1985 with stereo imaging. Chanted voices coming from one side of the disco then from the other side of the disco. The brain believes what you say to it. Tell your brain what is good for you. I like coffee in the morning. I like going to work because I like getting a paycheck and paying my bills. I like working on projects that improve my life. Start to expect wonderful miracles to come into your life. Peace starts with a smile. Desperation is the impulse to be in control, so let go of that need. Accept that you are not in control. Some things will happen to you. Not all of them bad. The time when I was into acid house and had decorated my leather jacket with smileys in the 80s. It was sunny.